Knott's Berry Farm.
Welcome to Knott's Fairy Tales. We're not even at the park. We're at Calico.
We haven't even got out of the car and we already have to remember stuff. It seems like it might be very educational. Hey, so check it out. When I was a kid and we used to come here, there was no asphalt. Where we're walking right now was all dirt. That's how it used to be. And this is exactly what Knott's Berry Farm looked like when Walter Knott opened it. I feel like we're at Knott's, but there's no roller coasters, so no one cared to show up. Lily just spotted a bust of Walter Knott.
Buried on this site on December 13th, 1981 is a time capsule to be opened in the year 2031, the 150th year of Calico's birth.
Is you each get one scoop of sand, okay? And then you're gonna do big circles, just like this. You wanna keep your pan under the water at all times.
So what do you think? Monotonously boring? That's how you could get rich, though. Just take forever. What'd you guys get?
Gold.
Pan for gold?
Yep.
What? How did it come?
It's silver.
Yeah.
Because it's iron pyrite. It's not really gold. It's fool's gold. Fool's gold. We read some interesting stories about some of the cowboys that are actually buried here. There was one young man that borrowed a horse from his neighbor, tried to rob the assay's office. They ended up killing him and killing the horse too because they thought it belonged to him for some weird reason. This has been historically grave robbed a lot. There's markers for the graves that are up here. It is an actual cemetery. There are actual people buried here. So if you do come to the town of Calico, please, please respect this area. If the gates are locked, do not enter. All of this stuff used to be real. It was for real. This was a real town. People came here to dig for silver. That's that at Knott's Berry Farm. We would have just made that.
Yeah.
But here, someone really lived there. Their bed is still in here. It probably has been in here for 150 years.
This would probably do horrible in another one. This is actually would be a nice house. Like.
Someone should have put some boards up here
Yeah.
and we would have been good to go. Look, this was the only bath in all of the town. Everybody shared it.
What's in there?
So, see how it says there's like a full scrub on it? That means that the bath water is like new. And it's 10 cents to get it all new water. But if you want to use it after someone else used it, you could pay 5 cents.
Ew.
Ew, no.
If you stop and listen for a spell, I'll sing you some songs about the Old West. Oh, give me land, lots of land under starry skies above.
Lilith, you just look like it's hot here.
Don't
It is.
What else we got going on?
Well, that depends on who you ask. Silver was discovered here in 1881, and in the 15 years that followed, over $86 million in high-grade ore was taken from the 10 major mines in the area.
Howdy, folks, and welcome to Maggie Mine, as we give you a mini education on the type of mineral Calico is famous for. In the glory days of the Maggie Mine, only the sure knowledge and experience of a miner could find pay dirt and high-grade ore.
So you know the mine ride at Knott's Berry Farm, right? The one where you get in the train and go through? The Calico mine ride? We are inside the actual Calico mine. This mine is what that train ride is based on. Echo! Oh, he's drilling. Yeah, this is where they lived, the guys that dug this hole. They didn't live outside, they stayed in here.
I wonder why.
The
It's
bigger
so
homes
cool.
stay in here. Yeah, it's cool. Like, there's no air conditioning on. This is just called ambient cooling. It's just the temperature of the earth. Because that takes us to the glory hole, I think.
Dead man's drift.
Given the name Dead Man's Drift because no mine timbers were used to support the roof and wall. This drift was cut from solid rock. More than 100 years of use, it's nearly identical to the way it looked when it was first blasted out of the mountain.
They don't have air conditioning, but it feels pretty good in here. You go in there?
We're gonna find out, right?
Yep, that guy, here in my nice little place here.
Oh yeah, this is an old throwback to a Knott's gag you can still do in Boot Hill Cemetery. Baby rattlers.
Oh yeah. They're baby rattlers.
I'm telling you, this thing's from Knott's Berry Farm.
I believe
Watch
it.
out, they got a man eating chicken here.
Oh, it's gonna be a man actually.
How's it gonna be a man actually?
It's a man eating chicken.
Alright, you ready to have some fun?
Yep. It's all an illusion.
How you guys standing like that?
Right?
I think the gravity's all messed up in here, right?
The guy who built this, his name was Harry Dover. Harry Dover was a miner, and he worked in a place called the Silver King Mine, which is the big red mountain that says Calico. He was in there one day, had himself a little accident, and lost both his legs right up to his knees gone. Now, it didn't bother Harry. He had some old pieces of wood, he carved out some new legs, and was walking around again in no time at all. The only problem Harry had, one leg was shorter than the other, so old Harry always stood at an angle like this. And it was on that day he built this place. That's why the house is crooked. Harry was crooked. I do have a 5-ball, orange ball. I'll put it in that corner pocket. Never bet on this table.
Wow, wowee. That thing is just pumping away.
Yep.
Where's it coming from?
You guys want to know how this works?
Yes.
It works very well, thank you. Well, these bats are very special, guys. They were blown in from South America, very large jungle bats. They are rare because they're albino, completely white, pink eyes. These are the Louisville variety right here. These
Louisville
are
bats,
slugger
yeah.
bats. Hey, did we have a good time?
Of course we did, Sheriff.
Girls, what was the magic word used? Remember that word. It'll help you out throughout your whole life, along with please and thank you.
It used to be called the Haunted Shack when it was at Knott's Berry Farm, but now it's called the Mystery Shack. What are you guys' thoughts on it? You got to see that broom from Harry Potter too. Check it out, there it is, Walter Knott's Bottle House. Just like the one at Knott's. What do you think, Love? What one's better? That one's a little more artistic, right? Because ours should say Knott's on top. That one says Calico. In bottles. To wrap it up, there is a ton of interesting stuff to see here at Calico. A lot of Knott's Berry Farm history. If you really want to see what the farm was like before any of the roller coasters were put in or any of the rides, when it was just a waiting area for Mrs. Knott's chicken dinner, come out here to the town of Calico. It's a very, very short 2.5-hour drive from Knott's Berry Farm. We'll post some directions here in a link at the bottom of the video. Thanks for watching, guys.
Bye.
Bye.